fame. If you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's the real stuff in life to cling to? Long.
You've experienced more than your normal share of pain and suffering, as I understand it. What's your secret to survival?
People ask me how I'm doing, so I'll just give you just a brief overview. I was born with a neural tube defect called Spina Bifida, and I was born in 1958. And in 1958, there was really no surgery for Spina Bifida except come out of your mother's womb, and then they see, oh, it wasn't even something you could detect early on, and they repair that neural tube defect, and essentially at that point, when they repair your neural tube defect, they did what's essentially a tethering of the spinal cord at the same time, minute cut, so that your spinal cord would grow properly as you grew into adolescence and adulthood. So over time, what happens though, when they would tether this cord, is that it becomes wrapped up in scar tissue. Many spina bifida patients over the years have had to have what's called detethering surgeries. So essentially the neurosurgeon goes in, opens everything up and goes into your spinal cord and with other laser things, other microscopically detether your spinal cord from the scar tissue so that it flows freely in the dura again. But invariably what ends up happening is scar tissue begets more scar tissue. And so I've had one of those surgeries since 2005. I've had eight detethering surgeries. I've been in the hospital a lot. Anyway, so I've had these detethering surgeries to try to release my spinal cord from being entrapped in scar tissue. My most recent surgery was December 28th of 2023, where they tried an experimental surgery where they actually shortened my spinal cord. Very unusual surgery, but indicated for people like me who have had detethering surgery. It's symptomatic. If it's not symptomatic, if you're a spina bifida patient and you have discomfort, it's one thing, but if it's symptomatic to the point where you have pain and lack of sensation, which is how it manifested in me, then surgery would be indicated. But over time, all these surgeries didn't do anything for me. So this experimental surgery last year was my last hope, and unfortunately it didn't do the trick. So now I have 8-inch rods in my back. And anyway, I won't belabor that point. How do I keep going? When people ask how I'm doing, I say, look, how do you play the drums? Sitting down and playing the drums is one thing. It's like when I sit down and play, I feel like I'm 18 years old again. I think it's just, that's a part of it. I feel like I'm just a kid again, doing what I love. It's all the other stuff that is the issue, especially being on the road when you're bumping into people and you're walking and all that. But I describe it to people like a shark. I just have to keep on going, or else lest I sink to the bottom of the ocean and die. Like sharks have to keep on moving. So that's how I feel. I just keep on trucking, man.
And you will be happy too.